Okay, so today's video is about car mileage. So basically the message is that no matter where you are in the world, cars, most cars on the road have their mileage lowered. Just take it as a fact. I'm telling you, it's that easy and that common. I'm gonna show you some examples. Okay, so let's start, like, for example, with this car. Do you see how clean it is? No rust, beautiful paint job. It's a Toyota Yaris 2008. Can you guess how many miles there is on it? Just by the look of it and by looking at the inside. Uh, so I'm gonna show you in a minute, but let's look at this one even. Toyota Matrix 2007 TRD, and look how the paint is amazing on it. Looks so clean, so good. Can you also guess how much miles or kilometer there is on it? It's actually in kilometer. We're in Canada. So look at the interior. Alright, so first one, the Yaris. It has actually 487,000 kilometer. And here's the Matrix. It has 231,000 kilometer. So anybody could, like, lower the mileage to 90,000 kilometer, and by the look of the car, I would believe it. Same thing with the Yaris over there. So how do we avoid these cars, or how can we protect ourselves? There's some ways. They're not clear cut, but they help. So common people, usually they don't change the mileage. The people who do change the mileage are the dealerships. And in my opinion and my experience, they all do it. When they can, they will. There is something called certified lowering mileage, like something like this. Like, they certify you that the mileage they're gonna put on your dash is not going to contradict any information on any database, whether it's like on CarProof or on, like, at the SAIQ in Quebec, like the license and registration office. Whatever information they have in their database is not gonna contradict what they're gonna write on your dashboard, so they can access the information, they can make sure. So let's say you get a first owner car. Okay, he buys it in 2010 and then he sells it in 2018. He's the first owner, the only owner. He's gonna drive it, let's say, 300,000 kilometer. But since the car has never changed hands, since the car has never, like, nobody went to the license and registration office to register the car as a new owner. So usually they ask you the mileage when you do that. So it never went in the system. Nobody, unless, like, you repair the car at the dealership, where they usually write the mileage when you came in. So you see, this is an information in the system. It says, like, okay, at one time, 2015, the car came in, it had 120,000 kilometer. So now this information is in the system. We know you cannot ride it under 120. The car cannot be in 2021, it cannot has under 120 kilometer. So So you have some people that gonna certify you that the mileage they're gonna write on the dashboard is not gonna contradict any other information database. So I would suggest to buy cars from the people, without the dealership. The main point of this video is to let you know that most people today are driving used cars with low mileage, but when it's actually a high mileage car and you don't even know about it. It's complicated. So just to be clear, first tip is to buy from the people and avoid dealers, especially small dealers that look fishy. Second tip is to check the database. Ask for the car proof or pay yourself for the car proof and analyze it. If there is too many owners for the car and it still has low mileage, doesn't make sense. Third tip, ask for bills of repair. Usually on the bills, you're gonna have also the mileage. You're gonna be able to check at what date, at what year the car has what mileage, and then evaluate if today it makes sense the mileage you read on the dash. So this is the third tip. One more tip that can be useful really sometimes is the let me see, the oil sticker, the oil change sticker. Okay, one moment. Okay, like this one. Usually it's gonna say when you need the next oil change. Here it says 493,000. Since the car has 485, both information match together. Makes sense. Now some people, they do change the mileage and they forget to remove the oil sticker. So this is an information that can also help you evaluate if the mileage shown on the dash makes sense. And the last and most important tip I have for you is you can't go around it. You're gonna have to inspect the car. You're gonna have to make sure that the actual state of the car makes sense with the mileage shown. Now, like I showed you earlier in this video, the car can be a high mileage and still remain very clean and very well maintained and a very good car. So this is why you have to be careful.